I got Buddy out here with me. He wants to hang out. So today we're working on the, let's get some better light, the 08 Craftsman lawnmower. And I have been using this oil in here since I acquired this machine in 2010. I say 2008, that's actually a guess as I bought it off of Craigslist. But maybe one of you can comment down below and tell me if that's a date right there. Anyway, but so yeah, like I said, this oil right here, the synthetic Amsoil, commercial grade, and it's actually been replaced by this product, and there's actually several new viscosities available. So yeah, what we're gonna do is drain this out. So there it is on the stick. I mean, doesn't look all that dirty, but I'm sure it's been over a year. Definitely time to change it. This thing going. Sorry, I'm working in the shade here because it is super hot. Now, being that it's 90 plus here in Clearwater, Florida, I'm not gonna bother starting this today. I figure, you know, it's a trade-off between you start the engine to get it hot and then, you know, how much oil hangs up in the engine because of that. This oil is all down in the bottom, and so we're just going to tip it over and let her drain. There we go. And I'm going to set something under the handlebar here. Alright, so we'll try to let that drain because it is basically cold oil. It's 90, I'd say it's probably 95 degrees. So now what's interesting about Amsoil is it's 100% synthetic. And so if you want to know who else thinks Amsoil is pretty good, look no further than an engine company called Kohler. So Kohler approached Amsoil a few years ago and commissioned them to design their oil. So what you have now, Kohler has an oil change kit which has the filter and the appropriate amount of this co-branded Amsoil / Kohler oil, and it's a 300-hour drain, you know, oil change kit, and so that's pretty substantial. So Amsoil was commissioned to do that. So that's the same, you know, level of technology you're getting in this. Though that Kohler product is only available through Kohler, from what I understand. But these Amsoil, these are available through my site, number1synthetic.com. I'll have a link down in the pinned comment. Here is, I'll just give you a shot there. There's 530, 1030, 10W40, 15W50, and finally the 20W50 zero turn stuff. And if you go to my website, number1synthetic.com, you can see the current pricing. Sign up as a preferred customer to get the best deal. If you do feel more comfortable going to amsoil.com or amsoil.ca in Canada, there's my dealer number if you don't mind when prompted. So while the oil's dripping, I'm going to raise and lower and tilt the machine in different ways to try to get a little more oil out. If you guys would go ahead and like the video, subscribe for more Amsoil fluid change videos, and go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what kind of oil you use in your small engines and equipment. Guys, I also highly recommend this product. If you run ethanol in your small engines, and I actually recommend that you do not, but if you're looking for an ethanol mitigation product, the Amsoil Quick Shot is really good. And I run this even though I use non-ethanol gas, because it is a short-term stabilizer, and it's also a carb cleaner. So it keeps your fuel system clean. And you know, like I said, if you do choose to run ethanol gas in your equipment, this will keep the ethanol mixed into the gasoline. So here's what we got out, and we are going to go ahead and refill with this. Again, this is what I have on my shelf, and you would get that newer stuff that I showed you if you do place an order. But let's go ahead, and I would say, you know, do not overfill, because you might have to drain some out if you do. Even a lot of times, if these mowers will hold, say 18 ounces or something, you generally, on subsequent changes, it's generally less. I guess you don't get it all out, but probably start with 12, because this is a 1 quart bottle, but it's not completely full. But yeah, if you overfill, you're gonna be dealing with smoke, and you know, it can cause problems and damage things. Hey Bubba's. All right, so here we go. We got some in there. It's hard to tell where it is on the stick, but yeah, it didn't take much. And we'll go ahead and start it and double check everything. So this probably isn't gonna work that great, but I'm gonna attempt to start it while I'm holding the phone and holding my handle down here so I can start it. Let's see. Not bad. 2 pulls, and you can see it's dirty, but I mean, that's how it pretty much always starts. Sometimes it takes 3 if it's been sitting for weeks, but sounds pretty good. Hopefully it'll give us many more years. But yeah, comment down below if you think you know what that date code is. Might be February 2nd of 09. But alright, buddy says like and subscribe. Alright. Man, those hedges are bad. I gotta get me some hedge trimmers. Here's that website again. That'll get me credit for your sale, and you won't pay any different than if you go to amsoil.com, but Amsoil will assign it to a dealer if you don't specify, so, and that's fine. Hey guys, our verse of the day is right here in Deuteronomy chapter 8. And I'm going to jump in there. Sometimes God takes us through things, and we can jump in here, that He might humble you, testing you to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep His commandments or not. He humbled you and let you be hungry, and fed you with manna which you did not know, nor did your fathers know, that He might make you understand that man does not live by bread alone, but man lives by everything that proceeds out of the mouth of the Lord. And it goes on. Some really good stuff, but we know Jesus quotes this in the New Testament. And so, yeah guys, sometimes you know, if you're in Christ, He's not, you know, these trials do have a purpose. And so stand strong. And if you don't know the Lord, I would encourage you. A lot of my videos I share the gospel, but basically turn from your sin and trust Jesus to save you. Thanks, guys.